Back on CBS Sports HQ, live from the Bellagio Hotel and Casino. Perfect time to wake up feeling dangerous. Baker Mayfield joining us fresh off a Pro Bowl. Bake, we appreciate you stopping by.
No, I appreciate that. I didn't know you could wake up feeling dangerous in Vegas.
Well, wake up feeling a little groggy.
You should be at the craps table, man. But you guys aren't allowed to do that, so let us do that for you, Baker.
Pete Prisco's been out here for about a week and a half.
Oh, it's been fun, too.
That's dangerous. Baker, you're here with us courtesy of Advanced Auto Parts. Tell us what you got going with False Starts, Kills Drives.
Yeah, so we got the False Starts, Kills Drives campaign, and so for everybody knows Super Bowl Sunday is a big deal, but the following Sunday is National Car Battery Day, so February 18th, big deal. But here's the thing, everybody hates false starts, and so what we want to do is if you go and register at aapfalsestarts.com, and if there's one false start in the Super Bowl and you do register online, you get a chance to win free car batteries for life. So a pretty sweet gig. All you have to do is go register and hope that there's one false start. I'm sure the nerves will be high for the Super Bowl anyway.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's actually a pretty safe bet.
That's a lock.
Vegas. It's a lock, 100%.
No false starts in either of our conference title games, I'm told. So.
Hey, Joe, don't kill the vibe here.
There's home.
No, we're due is what I'm. The due factor is there.
We want the false starts. We want it for the people.
You need that for all your cars, Brady.
Might be true. Might be true.
Not your Tesla, though.
No, I don't have that anymore. And plus, you actually do need that for Tesla. They still need batteries for Teslas. I want to ask you about this season. I would say it's the best of your career so far, and it's such a tough transition going to a new team, new system.
Yeah.
Just talk to me about like where you're at just and after this season, looking back on it.
Yeah, going into free agency prior to getting to Tampa, just kind of evaluating the situations of where all the places I've been, the ups and downs, and realizing I wanted a good, stable organization that was all about winning. And after meeting with Tampa, I knew it was the right fit. And knowing Coach Bowles from pre-draft and knowing what he was all about, how to win, and just no other BS, just how can we win? And so they allowed me to be the best version of myself, and that's why I think I had the year that I had. And just diving into it head first, getting to know the guys, a lot of key pieces from some of those deep playoff runs, and truly finding a way to have fun playing football again. And it's easy when you have some of those weapons that I was surrounded with.
Yeah.
Do you feel good about going back? I mean, do you feel like that's going to be something that does happen?
Yeah, like obviously I'm going to go into it with the mentality of same thing. Wherever I end up, it's going to be a good organization, whatever I pick. But obviously, seeing how Tampa runs it firsthand, they do have the upper hand on a lot of people. So for me, if I end up back there, yeah, I would love a few key pieces back.
I got to spend a little bit of time with Dave Canales back when he was with Seattle, so have a little bit of feel for just how he operates within a room, and just obviously offensively, you had a chance to be with him as a play caller, now a head coach. Talk to me a little bit about just his absence if you were to come back to Tampa, but also going to Carolina, what he's bringing there as a head coach.
Yeah, so I tell everybody this. Dave's the most positive person you've ever been around, and that's obviously being under Pete Carroll for that long. You get a little bit of that in you, but he really is. It's an authentic personality for him. Like, you try and poke holes in it. I tried. I was like, there's got to be some sort of negativity. There's not. It is who he is. Doesn't matter if it's a long install day or you're coming off a loss on a Monday morning. He's got a smile on his face. He's telling guys what an opportunity we have, and it's just like he just radiates positivity. So for us, I think in Tampa, I think pretty high stress environment from a couple of years in a row there. So for Dave to come in with just the enjoyment factor of like, guys, this is football. Let's enjoy it. Let's work hard together. That mentality went a long way, especially when we were sitting at 4-7 and easily could have been extremely negative. I think his mentality, was infectious throughout the whole team, and so that's exactly what Carolina is going to get. And so they're going to get somebody that's going to bring that mentality to work every day, even when on the bad days. So he's a great guy, and I'm really happy for him.
Yeah. You said something there that I'm often interested in, feeling good about football again. The internal dialogue of an athlete is always very interesting to me. You've been this picture of confidence since the moment you hopped on our screens. What was that conversation this season as it started falling into place between you and you like?
It felt like home again, to be honest with you. Just getting back and having fun, trying to be the first one down in the end zone to celebrate with the guys, being vocal with it, and just enjoying it, giving little jabs to guys, giving them a hard time, and just trying to find that joy again through the process. Football is obviously a long season, long grind, but get to enjoy it with a great group, and they got it for me.
Was there ever any time where you doubted yourself at all when you were with different teams?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely doubts along the way that just for me, it wasn't necessarily self-doubt. I was just like, okay, I want to be in a good situation to where I can succeed, and to where I'll be in the best position to have success. And so for me, it was more frustrating than self-doubt of like, gosh, when is this opportunity going to happen? Is it ever going to happen? And so there was doubt about that, not necessarily self-doubt. I knew once I was healthy, if I got my opportunity, what I'm capable of.
You know, I grew up a Browns fan. I had the dream of being drafted there. It didn't really work out. And when you got drafted there, I really thought that was going to be a turning point. You had a great rookie season. You then lead them into the playoffs. You beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh for the first playoff win in God knows how long. It ended up working out. You find your way to Tampa. Just how do you look back and reflect on your time in Cleveland? And when you asked about doubt, like I always think about that. I'm thinking to myself, at some part in my game, I know I lost confidence in myself while playing there. It's a tough place to play.
It is. You know, it really is. Tough division to play. It's a physical. The AFC North is physical, as everybody knows. And so for me, I look back at my time there. I'm a firm believer everything happens for a reason. Now, hurt my shoulder early in 2021, and we had extremely high hopes going into that season after the playoff run in 2020. So for me, just timing-wise, getting hurt that early in the season with shoulder injury, and looking back, it's like people ask all the time, would you sit out if you did it over again? No. Was it probably the smarter thing to do? Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm a firm believer everything happens for a reason, and it's got me to this point to go through a bunch of different systems and learn from a bunch of different people and be around cool people, and just a lot of opportunities that I'm thankful for.
There's business decisions and football decisions. You made a football decision, right? And that's oftentimes I think what we battle as players.
I want to take you a little bit further back. We got Patrick Mahomes on a Super Bowl Sunday again. 2016. We're talking 125 points, 1,200
You're stealing
yards.
My question, Moose. I was calling the game.
I was
in the booth, dude. We almost missed our flight because it took so long. You guys kept going back and forth, back and forth.
Unreal.
What's the picture in your head when you think of that day?
About 40,000 plus people chanting "F you, Baker." he can vouch for that. It was pretty hostile environment.
Throwing a lot of tortillas at you.
Yeah, I picked one up and took a bite of it. That probably wasn't a good idea at the time. There's no telling where that thing came from. But that unbelievable environment, and we had to score a touchdown on every single drive in the second half just to win. I mean, Patrick was obviously.
Do you remember like the stat line from this?
I know he had 813 or 819 yards. So, I had 545 and 7 touchdowns.
What was impressive is, though, you only threw like, I don't know, 20-some, 30-some passes. Yeah. He threw 88.
Yeah.
He threw 88. So he had 734 yards passing.
Okay. What was his total? Do you remember his total? I think it was.
No, that was his total passing. The total, though, for both your teams was 854 yards apiece.
That's what it was.
How random that is. You had 125 points between both of you. You ended up having 7 touchdowns. 7 touchdown passes in that game. He had 5 or whatever, but that was by far the most ridiculous game I've ever watched in my life.
It's like playing a video game.
I mean, does anyone play defense? I mean,
at that time, no, it was Big 12. So
I also got to get your point of view on something here. You've been known to plant a flag in a field, let people know how you're feeling.
Well, can we talk about that, though? I mean, it was field turf. You knew it wasn't going to stick.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was premeditated. Well, it was more
in the moment.
We're also seeing this.
There's a longer story.
Pearl-clutching reaction as it pertains to the horns down. I mean, I know we know. How do you feel about that one right now? It feels like it's getting a little out of hand, a little bigger than it should right now.
I mean, you know my thoughts on Texas fans.
We keeping it alive?
Yeah, I mean they've gotten soft. That was a Big 12 rule that they implemented, so hopefully the SEC doesn't do it too quick. Going back to the flag plant, I was going to do a full lap around the field. I didn't realize I'm not built to run a 400-meter with carrying a giant flag, and I saw a couple teammates in the middle. I'm like, okay, I'm going to cut this thing in half and go over here. I was so tired.
Okay.
No plans, no premeditation. I was just celebrating with the band, and then they said, go run with the flag.
Self-preservation.
Yeah. No, I was not in flag-carrying shape for a 400-meter.
All right, we got great stuff coming all week long here on CBS Sports HQ. You can watch the Super Bowl on CBS, stream it on Paramount Plus. We got to hit you with a little rapid fire here.
All right, let's do it.
Have a little bit of fun. Your favorite NFL player growing up?
Brett Favre.
Okay. Wow, favorite non-football athlete of all time?
Favorite non-football athlete of all time? Kobe Bryant.
Okay. Best trash talker in the league not named Baker Mayfield?
Orlando Brown Jr.
Okay. Huh. Favorite Usher song? I know you're going to be tuned into halftime.
Oh, man. I got to go old school. Yeah, it was a big one for me growing up.
Yeah, as always. Favorite Nickelodeon show as a kid?
SpongeBob.
Okay.
I'm dialed in right now.
Best running back in the game today?
CMC.
CMC?
Yeah.
I mean, you've taken some licks in your day, and few take it better. Hardest hitter in the league today?
Oh, man. Hardest hitter in the league today. Roquan or Dre Greenlaw?
I got one more for you here. 130 career touchdown passes to your name. Can you name the 9 guys you've thrown at least 5 to?
Mike Evans, Rashard Higgins, Jarvis Landry. So Odell's in there. Let me think here. I don't know how many touchdowns I had in Carolina. Was DJ Moore in there?
I do not have DJ Moore.
Okay,
I got a back. I got a tight end.
You got a back. That's Kareem Hunt.
That is.
And Austin Hooper.
There you go.
How many more do I have here?
3 names.
3 names, okay.
You got 2 names. I'm saying one of them has 3 names.
Oh, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Got it.
Yeah, DPJ.
And we'll just shout out Harrison Bryant for you.
Harrison Bryant's got 5, huh?
He's got 5.
Wow, young Harry.
I would never guessed that one.
Pete, I'm told we have time for one more, so I will defer
Is anyone going to ask the first prediction?
to the great mind of
We're going to get his prediction right now. Who's winning the game?
I got San Fran.
Oh,
Wow.
I got San Fran. I
see that
know.
coming.
Every time I say it in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, what are you doing? Bet against the Chiefs. But I think some of the guys that were there with them, I think Shanahan's had this one marked on his calendar. I think he's going to go into whatever mode he is in the groove. I think Brock's got a little chip on his shoulder from not being able to play in the Super Bowl last year. They're tough to beat, but you can't count out the Chiefs. I think it'll be close, though. I really do think it'll be close, but I think San Fran pulls it out.
Okay. All right.
It is a city built on entertainment. Few more entertaining in the game than Baker Mayfield. Baker, we appreciate you stopping by.
Appreciate it, guys.
Plenty more coverage coming on CBS Sports HQ throughout the week in the lead up to Super Bowl 58. You can watch it on CBS, stream it on Paramount Plus. Stay tapped in on HQ all week long as we get you set for the big one.